Call to order, pledge, and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and the republic for which it stands, indivisible, with liberty.
I
1,
have to
2,
call
roll
Rachel.
call. Terry?
I'm going to call Rachel.
Okay. We're bringing in our lawyer in?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, this is Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. This is Terry Fowler of Danville, and we've just started the meeting.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, Terry.
You're welcome. Okay. Mr. Burkhart. Dr. Faulkner.
Here.
Mr. Garman.
Here.
Mr. Hoffman.
Here.
Mr. Reichert.
Here.
Mr. Reichert Jr.
Here.
Mr. Umbriak.
Here.
Mr. Vognetz. Dr. Green.
Here. 1-3 minutes, July 10th, 2024 board meeting. The board will take action to approve the meeting minutes from July 10th, 2024 board meeting as presented.
Hey, Terry, I don't know how much of a deal it is, but looking over the minutes from the last meeting, you have me motioning and seconding the acceptance of last month's board minutes. So I don't know if that's a huge deal, but I just wanted
Okay.
to bring, I don't know if it needed to be corrected or not.
I
I'll
wonder
tell
if
you-
it was you and your
We
dad.
could say pending that.
Or you just take the junior off and just make it girl 1 and girl 2. I mean, it could be real simple. Yeah.
Really, maybe when you do motion, you want to say, Reichert Jr. or something, because it's really hard for me to determine your voices, is
Gotcha.
kind of what happens.
Okay, no problem.
Okay?
Yep, no problem.
Thank you.
So pending resolution of that, we accept. Do I have a,
I'll make a motion.
thank you. Second?
Second.
I mean, it would have been,
No,
you should have seconded. You should have both motioned and seconded. I mean, you missed an opportunity here. Go ahead, Terry.
Dr. Faulkner.
Yes.
Mr. Garman.
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Reichert.
Yes.
Mr. Reichert Jr.
Yes.
Mr. Umbriak.
Yes.
Dr. Green.
Yes. 2-1, resignation. The board will take action to accept the resignation of Richard Vognetz as Danville Area School Board Director effective August 14th, 2024. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
That was junior and senior.
I picked it out that time. Mr. Garman.
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes. Mr.
Mr. Reichert.
Yes.
Mr. Reichert Jr.
Yes.
Mr. Umbriak.
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner.
Yes.
Dr. Green.
Yes, and I'd just like to take a moment to thank Mr. Vognetz for his service to the district. It's a shame that we're losing him from the board. He spent quite a bit of time and effort contributing to trying to make this district better. So it's unfortunate that we've lost him. And I think the board as a whole wishes him well.
Absolutely.
2-2, election of a board vice president. Since Rich was the vice president, we have to elect a new vice president. The board will take action to elect blank as a vice president of the Board of School Directors effective August 14, 2024. I will now open the floor for nominations for vice president. No seconds are necessary. I'm happy to nominate Dale Reichert Jr. for that slot. Are there any other nominations? All right, I will close the nomination process. The board will take action to elect Darrell Reichert Jr. as Vice President of the School Board Directors effective August 4th, 2024. Can I get a motion?
Motion. Second.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Reichert.
Yes.
Mr. Reichert Jr.
Do I actually vote for
Yeah,
this?
you can
Okay.
vote.
Yes.
I mean, it would also it would also be funny if you said no. So,
Mr. Umbriak.
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner.
Yes.
Mr. Garman.
Yes.
Dr. Green.
yes. Move on over. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I'm not holding your hand.
That's okay.
All right, 2-3 reports, moving on. CMAVTS.
I don't have anything.
Okey-dokey. CSIU.
There's no meeting in July, so no updates. We're meeting next week.
I have a feeling that'll be a lot of this. EITC.
Nothing.
Okay, Head Start.
I have a short, brief little message. We all know Head Start update will be tonight and tomorrow night is their opening house and parent orientation, which you probably saw coming in. There's a few of them walking around down there. And teachers are in the process of completing a home visit with each child in their classroom. I'll keep them busy. First day of school is Thursday, of course, August 22nd. Thanks.
Thank you. CS Trust.
Nothing.
Okay. 3-1, enrollment reports.
Good evening. Mr. Ryan, if you could go to the next screen, you'll see in the enrollment report this evening that I've gone through each building, and just as we start the year, give you a sense of where we started last year at that particular grade level, where we ended last year at that particular grade level, and now where we are starting for August of 2024. Please keep in mind that this number probably froze, if you will, on Monday, and Claire Beaver in our administrative offices is very busy registering students as it is back to school time. So I think those numbers will continue to grow into September when we do that. So you can see the report there for DPS in Liberty Valley. You can also see kind of where we ended last year and then where that would be in a new grade. So for example, we ended first grade at 178 and we're starting second grade with 181. So very similar numbers in terms of that class. If you go to the next slide, you'll see where we're at with the middle school, with the high school, and with CMAVTS. I am certainly happy to report that we have 32 ninth graders who will be attending CMAVTS this fall. I would like to thank our middle school guidance team, and I'd like to thank Mrs. Earp when she was in a role of intervention and special education for working really hard with the staff there to fill those slots and make sure that the students that were interested in vocational education were able to get those slots. So we're excited about those students and for those students. And then on the next screen, you'll see our non-public enrollment report. And again, this is an enrollment report now, and certainly some families are still listed in a particular place from how they ended because they maybe haven't made their adjustment yet for this school year. So I think next month we'll see those numbers more solidly in place. Next, just a few kind of welcome back to school announcements. We're certainly really excited for the school year to start. If you go to the next screen, Mr. Ryan, you'll see that we are about to embark on our educator professional development time. So our new teacher induction is tomorrow. So we're really excited to spend time tomorrow with our teachers that are new here in Danville and their mentors. A formal induction program is provided for anyone who's new to teaching in the state of Pennsylvania, but we have also just invited anyone who's new to Danville to join us tomorrow morning, and we're going to have a lunch so they can just learn things about the district and certainly be proud to be Ironmen. We'll be having our teacher professional development days on August 19th and 20th, so Monday and Tuesday of next week. Certainly would just like to commend the teachers that are already back in their rooms, getting things ready. This week, our schools have been very lively with teachers prepping their rooms, with coaches starting preseason, with athletes back on campus, and it's been fun to feel that energy back in the district. If you go to the next slide, just reminding, especially those watching from home, that we do have back to school nights coming up, and we're really excited for all students to get on campus, see their teachers. So if a student is a rising K1 or 2 student here at the primary school, they will have a back to school night on Tuesday from 3 to 6:30 p.m. It is certainly not a 3.5-hour event. That's just a window of time in which families can come when it works best for them, walk through the school, meet teachers, see the space. Students who will be starting at Liberty Valley Intermediate School have their back to school night on Monday, August 19th from 3 to 6:30 p.m. Also the same setup where they can come and go at any point during that time to meet their teachers. The middle school has a back to school night on Tuesday. They'll be having a special welcome sixth graders program that starts at 3 o'clock, because that's a big transition in a student and a family's life. And then all grades are welcome to come and go in that 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. time slot. And our high school's back to school night is on Monday, August 19th. They are having a welcome ninth graders event that starts at 3 o'clock. Also a big transition in students' lives to start high school. And then all grades can come from 5 to 6:30 p.m. So we're excited to welcome students and families back to campus next week and hope people will join us at those back to school nights. And next slide, Mr. Ryan. This week I did communicate with families via class tag about the back to school packets. So again, this is kind of talking to those parents that are watching, but back to school packets are available in the parent portal right now, and we're asking that a packet be completed for each child prior to the first day of school. So this includes updating health information and addresses and contact information, and just make sure we're ready to take care of your child's health and safety on day one. If internet connectivity or a laptop is an issue, we will have those available at back to school night if any parent needs help with a packet. And I know Claire, who works in our administrative offices, has also helped some folks with their packets this week too, if someone wanted to call for support. And then finally, in terms of back to school, our first day of school is August 22nd, and we're excited for that day to come. And I'm going to turn it over and conclude with our administrator board reports this evening. So I'll turn it over to Dr. Gump.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Keeping it short and quick, as my administrative colleagues would like. Academically, we are, all summer updates have been provided to students, parents, and staff. This year, we're going to take a step forward at the high school by trying to provide information directly to those affected. And what I mean by that is if we have senior information going out there, we communicate that via class tag directly to our seniors, as opposed to 9th, 10th, and 11th graders also getting that same message. So we're taking a few steps forward in communications to make that more relevant to students and for families. On the cultural side of things at the high school, this year is a fundraiser for the class of 2025. Our seniors have been provided the option to paint their assigned parking spaces, and the students have asked for this option, and I thank you to Mr. George, Mrs. Radler, and the other class advisors who have agreed to allow this program to proceed. So this Friday, actually, our seniors are going to be painting, not all seniors, but those who want to participate will be painting their parking spaces this coming Friday. I'll pass it along to Dr. Snover.
Good evening, everyone. Again, keeping this very short. We obviously have had an awful lot going on getting ready for the start of the school year. While I can never say that I feel we're 100% ready, we're as ready as we're going to be. One thing that is new for the middle school this year, and it was already at Liberty Valley last year, is we're bringing in MAP testing. It's a norm-referenced test that we're looking forward to implementing. Just another way of collecting academic data on students' growth and progress within math and ELA subjects. We had some training today for lead teachers and administrators, and we're looking forward to training all of our math and ELA departments on Tuesday the 20th in administering and analyzing the data from those tests. As Dr. Need mentioned, we're looking forward to meeting with families on Tuesday. It's always exciting to see sixth graders come in and, welcome them to, secondary education in the middle school. And, they hopefully very quickly find out it's a pretty fun place to be. So thank you, everyone.
And Dr. Reinert?
Okay, thank you. It's been a great month at Liberty Valley. Ms. Wenrick and I have been afforded several opportunities to connect one-on-one with parents, which is always something that we really enjoy. We've just been discussing student placements a lot and being very transparent with our process and how and what we use in terms of data, classroom observations, teacher input. to determine where we're going to place our kiddos, just with the ultimate goal to do right by our families and ensure that our students entering Valley are comfortable with, who they're going to be with for the whole year, and just ultimately making sure that they have an amazing year. Mr. George has been helping us a lot at Valley, just making Liberty Valley look like we basically are screaming Ironman pride right now. If you've ever been into Liberty Valley, a lot of colors going on. We've been trying to get back to the Danville purple and orange. So if you come to Valley, you're going to be like, whoa, it looks totally different. It looks awesome. It's basically Ironman like threw up in the foyer at this point. It's so awesome. So thanks to Mr. George and his team. It looks great. One last thing, a little plug for us. Meet the Principal Night is tomorrow night at Liberty Valley from 5 to 7. It is our kind of grand opening to our new playground, which Mr. George also helped us with. Invited, the newspapers, and Miss Wenrick and I will be there. Mr. Wagner, our new mental health specialist, will also be there, just welcoming families, introducing ourselves to new families, third grade families. It's going to be a great night. So everybody, we'd love to see you there.
Thank you. That's okay. So as Molly had said, our building has really come to life over the last few weeks, and it's been great to see teachers back in the building, getting their classrooms ready, just dedicating that time to creating a very welcoming environment for our students. We're certainly ready to welcome our students back with open arms at our open house on the 20th, and of course the first day on the 22nd. Last week, I hosted Meet the Principal Night, which was in 90-degree weather, so freeze pops were awesome, but we had a wonderful turnout. It was great to meet so many families. K-2, Daryl Jr. drove by and contemplated stopping for a popsicle.
Was he going back to school?
He might have figured. But it really was a great opportunity to just connect with parents and, of course, just discuss the upcoming year, our goals as a building. It was just a wonderful night. So we are ready at DPS.
Thank you. At Head Start Pre-K, we were notified that our 12-month period to reduce under-enrollment was concluded. That's very exciting. We will get a formal letter letting us know what the next steps are, but right now we are fully enrolled in both programs. That's very exciting. The other thing I wanted to mention is just that we collect data on our families and children throughout the whole school year, and so to just put some information on our program information report that we need to submit to the federal government, and just kind of giving you an idea of how children are eligible into our program, how many are at 100% poverty, how many are on public assistance, and then how many. It's a lot of information of all the work that we do with the families and children. One thing is we had about 22 kids that were at chronic attendance last year, which is about 44%. So we developed a goal, came up with an incentive plan, and are really looking to reduce that number. Kids need to, in order to get ready for kindergarten, they need to be there. So we just presented, we had the parent orientation tonight and presented our incentive idea, and the parents were really excited. And so I'm really looking for that number to go down, and we'll keep you updated on that.
So within the intervention and special education department, we've been busy updating procedures within for the district, starting with 504 plans, acknowledgement forms, gifted services, speech services, and updating the special education plan for the state with classroom moves and changes as far as enrollment with students with disabilities. And we're very excited to roll everything out in the new school year.
Thank you. Mr. Ryan, did you have anything to add?
Nothing in particular, just getting excited for school to start and helping everybody get up to speed for the school year. So we're looking forward to it.
Thank you. I'd certainly like to just thank the entire administrative team. Although students are not with us in the summer, it is an extremely important time. As you heard Mr. George's name many times, many projects done here this summer, a lot of technology improvements this summer, and administrators worked tirelessly on planning professional development, building student schedules, using data to assign students to classrooms, PBIS initiatives in buildings. And so it's been a really busy and effective summer here in Danville, and just thank you all.
All right. 4.1, public comment, max of 3 minutes, agenda item only. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. There's just a button there you're going to press, and then the light will turn green. And then people at home can hear you too. Just
Push
give it a
hard, yeah.
push, like a good push. There you go.
Hi, I'm Bella White, and I am the junior varsity captain.
Hi, I'm Leah Day, and I am a varsity captain.
I'm Riley Warner, and I'm also a varsity captain. And we just have a couple things to say. Speaking on behalf of our team tonight, we want to express our sincere gratitude for the recognition as a varsity sport. As a team, we put in work daily to not only grow as students, cheerleaders, and a team, but also members of the community.
We take great pride in representing Danville Area High School, both on the sidelines and mats. We're committed to continue building a successful program for years to come. Recognizing competition cheer as a sport would not only validate the hard work and dedication of us, but also the team. It would promote more opportunities for growth and support within the community.
Cheerleading means a great deal to each and every one of us, and we truly are appreciative of your support. We thank you and look forward to seeing you at the next event, hopefully next Friday. And that's everything we have.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you,
Thank you
ladies.
so much.
We look forward to it as well.
Any other public comment on agenda items? Welcome.
So, our season typically begins at the end of March. Try it out and see if they like it. April, and we use that time to divvy up into our competition team. And then we go full bore, and I'm seeing these kids 3 to 4 times a week. A lot of them take additional tumbling lessons. They're working hard. These are truly athletes, and not much of a case because they did a wonderful job. But I know as
I just want to say thank you. I know you've put in a tremendous amount of effort into making this a reality, including competing for space a couple times. I think you and I had a few discussions about that. So.
we have been very fortunate as a program with the cooperation of the school district, allowing us to grow. I started
Yeah.
Well, board members, any other public comment? All right, closing public comment. Well, board members, now you get to vote on that.
Yeah.
So, 7.1 athletic activities consent items. Can you take a moment? The board will take action to approve athletic consent items 7.2 and 7.3. Would anyone like to remove anything? No? Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Reichert,
Yes.
Mr. Reichert Jr.,
Yes.
Mr. Umbriak,
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Mr. Garman,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Dr. Green.
Yes? Congratulations, ladies.
Congratulations.
Can we get a cheer?
That's true. You can actually cheer for it.
And if you would like to leave, I will give you a moment so you don't have to sit through the rest of the agenda. If you'd like to sit through the rest of the agenda, you're welcome to. But I don't want you to feel like you have to. So. Yep.
Thank you.
Congratulations, ladies. Uh, 10-1, financial reports. That's informational only. 10-2, July 2024 financial reports, informational only. And 10-3, 2024 cash receipts, informational only. 10-4, bills for payment, July 2nd, 2024 through August 8th, 2024. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Riker Jr.,
Abstain.
Mr. Umbriak,
Good.
Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Mr. Garman,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Reichert,
Abstain.
Dr. Green.
Yes. 11-1, personnel consent items. So the board will take action to approve personnel consent items 11-2 through 11-31. Take a moment to see if there's anything you would like to remove there.
And I would just like to acknowledge that as you see positions listed, those are budget neutral and just kind of reallocation or retitling of positions, so not additional staff to the district.
All right. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Umbriak,
Yes.
Mr. Faulkner, Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Mr. Garman,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Reichert,
Yes.
Mr. Riker Jr.,
Yes.
Dr. Green.
Yes. And I would like to acknowledge that 2 of our hires are here. So Lance, our new business manager, if you'd like to stand up and introduce yourself, maybe if there's something you would like to say. We appreciate you coming into the district.
Thank you. We're excited for you to begin.
And then Nicole? Thank you.
Wonderful. Nicole, we're excited to have you, and I'd just like to take a moment, and also as we get excited about Nicole coming on board, just acknowledge Ms. Wenrick for covering all of K-12 special education in the interim of not having a partner in network. So thank you, and thankful for Nicole to come on board. I'll certainly send something out to the community, but also just want to acknowledge, as you see sort of a transfer in Ms. Wenrick's position, that we have decided with the nature and sort of the weight that an elementary school has in terms of intervention and special education to just realign those positions so that each of them will have one elementary school and one secondary school on their load. And just kudos to our entire administrative team for working so well with those roles in our district. But welcome, Lance. Welcome, Nicole. We're really excited to have you on the team.
I would add one thing too. Part of that, of course, was the job description for Director of Mental
Right.
Health Services. I've talked about this a lot, but I think it really is a step, a huge step forward in the way that we take care of the kids that we serve in the district, and it also is at the same time pushing innovation in the field. So I'm really excited about that, and can't wait to see how that plays out in the future, because it's going to have a big impact on kids.
Thank you. And I'd certainly like to thank all the board members. I'm excited about that as well, and think that we'll be able to serve students at an even higher level than we've been able to, and I will certainly keep the board and the community abreast of the changes there. But thank you, Dr. Faulkner.
And this rounds out the administrative team, right?
It
does.
This may be one of the first times the administrative team is whole.
We're excited.
we have
and
every single
take a look.
piece.
We're awesome.
So, I mean, you have
It's
the
an
keys,
awesome team.
keys to the Ferrari now, so you better not crash it.
We're awesome.
12-1, policy and insurance consent items. The board will take action to approve policy and insurance items 12-2 through 12-5. Take a moment and see if there's anything you would like to remove there. No? Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Who was first?
Junior then
Junior.
senior.
And it will reflect, when we do consent, it reflects now all the way
All
down.
the way down.
So
Yes, you gotta get it right.
Just put Daryl squared in if we both.
Daryl squared. Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Mr. Garman,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Reichert,
Yes.
Mr. Reichert Jr.,
Yes.
Mr. Umbriak,
Yes.
Dr. Green.
Yes. 13.1, transport consent items. The board will take action to approve transport items 13.2 and 13.3. Take a moment and see if you'd like to remove any of those. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you.
Mr. Garman,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Reichert,
Abstain.
Mr. Reichert Jr.,
Abstain.
Mr. Umbriak,
Yes.
Dr. Faulkner,
Yes.
Dr. Green.
Yes. 14.1, board concerns and items for the next agenda meeting. I don't have a concern. I was just curious, how's the cross-country field? Are we all good?
It's a good update today.
Yeah. So it's good shape.
Does this work?
Yeah.
I give to him, maybe I can hear him.
Yeah. But yes, literally just ready for grass to be planted now. And it stood up to the rain from last Friday.
Awesome.
So, like, not only do we think it's done, it, like, proved that it was done.
Great.
They actually had the excavator sitting on top of where the collapse was, so we know it's going to hold.
I just had visions of my son
new
falling into a sinkhole
That's what it is.
during the meet, so I was just curious.
We might both
Got a
lose
I
our
was like,
children.
both Sams.
Both
Got a
Sam
nice
might
flat
fall.
top across it. No, they did an excellent job. The weather wasn't real cooperative, as we all know, but it's really nice. I would like to take, if I may,
Go ahead.
everybody's thanking me for all the work that was done, and I gotta say, I'm just one person. I'm just a small part of this crew. I gave Molly a list of all the projects and everybody that worked on every project. The maintenance crew was just unbelievable with what they got done, and I'm very proud to be part of that crew. And the custodians, every school was finished 3 weeks before school was ready to open. It is phenomenal. Every one of them came in. We got the job done. So everybody thanks me. I want to make sure to thank them and to thank the members of the board that hired me, allowed me to work with this great school district. So thank you too.
I think the whole board understands that this district doesn't run without the support staff, right? And so that whole group. So we appreciate it. So. I know a good audiologist.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any concerns?
Can they fix 2 radical mastectomies?
That's beyond my scope of practice. Any concerns from the rest of the board?
I just wanted to say that, what time is it?
7:35.
Sam, now don't jinx us.
Yeah, don't jinx it.
Get a work.
He didn't
Just
hit the
saying,
gavel
man.
yet.
Now I
This is
have
how it's supposed to be, right?
Now-
Like
now-
with the
With the
committee of the whole, and,
yes.
and this is how it's supposed to be.
He gets paid by the
My
hour.
wife is going to be very happy.
now I have to call an executive session, and we have to go spend the next hour.
Are you gonna hide to avoid like having to put someone to bed? Pretend you're still here.
So I'm taking it there's no other concerns.
No.
I think we're excited.
All right, public comment, including non-agenda items. No? All right. Everyone agree? Adjourn?
Woo! Standing ovation.
Yeah. Yeah.